Hello, hello. Welcome to today's reading. Let's check in with the energies of the day and see what the hay is coming for us in May. Perhaps. Okay. Okay, Arcturians, what messages do you have for us today? This one. Emergence. The energy of emergence helps you leave your cocoon once and for all without feeling doubt or insecure. Now you can spread your wings and show who you really are. Okay, it's time to emerge. It's time to shine. It's time to get out and sing your song and be seen and own yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your intentions, your manifestations. Be open to receive and hold a sense of worthiness. Okay, this is the death and release. Part of emerging is shedding the old skin, emerging new. Magic, liberation, rebirth, spiritual awakening, and protection. Okay. Oh. That was an interesting start. See, just rolling with the flowing. Okay. Liberation, emerging liberated. It's freedom. Shedding the dead weight. Releasing those old things that no longer serve. It's the ongoing process of awakening, of your spiritual connection with self in all its dimensions. It's about you becoming an overflowing cup of love. Overflowing. If you look, the liquid sunshine from within your cup spills over and immediately begins to bloom into something magical, something with potential. Because you're a star, okay? And then this is the going within, the grounding, the connection with your higher self, with the you, listening to your inner realms, and the shining like a star, this being seen while being humbled and grounded, okay? Reciprocating relationships, like-minded, and this is the release. This is the transformation. The old skin, putting to death the old, and all that entails, right? Wrapping it up carefully with honor and intention, digging a hole, putting it in, burying it, creating an altar space, or, bringing it flowers, whatever you got to do. But it's a leaving behind. I'm also getting the sense of like coming out of your cocoon, leaving your cocoon, right? When you become a butterfly, you don't carry that cocoon around with you. You leave it, you let it be. You move away from it, soar on the wind. Okay, and this is trusting in your intuitive nudges. They're actually messages from your ancestors, from your spirit team, sending you like little stones tossed in the water and it rippling out, and you being in this state of receiving and connecting, being able to pick up on it. Okay, and what else do we have? So this is a mastery in this balance here. Okay, releasing the old and grounding and connecting with your inner self. And over here we have, because this is reciprocating relationships and being a star, being seen, the wounded heart, right? It's I'm feeling like a recognition of your past wounds contributing to fostering reciprocating relationships and being able to shine as brightly as you do. Like when you have a tarnished piece of silverware and you put in the work to shine it, to polish it, there's a greater appreciation for it than when you just received a shiny spoon. You know what I'm saying? So this process, your heart needed to be broken in order to recognize its capacity or ability to heal and love even more. Okay, this is the overflowing cup, you the vessel, the Holy Grail, and liquid sunshine is your star power. You're shining. This is the release. And connected to ancestry, this is like old mindsets too. I'm being shown like the stubborn pride and ego of like being modeled from past generations, right? Like avoidance of vulnerability. Vulnerability is weakness. Crying is weakness. Never show that you're weak because people can ... right? Whatever the narrative is. And now more than ever, it's important to be rewriting your own narrative and releasing those old conditioned narratives that no longer serve, that are no longer relevant, right? We've come too far to still believe that vulnerability is a weakness. Vulnerability is a strength. The ability to be vulnerable and the resilience to recover from anything that may have bruised during that vulnerable state. Okay, and we have this King of Wands. So this is somebody in your energy field or an aspect of you who is in process of this exact thing. There could be lots of signs and synchronicities, inner nudgings from your divine spirit team that's asking you to release these things, to see them, to consider them, and to move away and let them go. Because you deserve to have reciprocating relationships. Okay. Did we talk about this one? It's like self-mastery, but it's also commitment to releasing and going within. That relationship with self, the understanding. Okay, what else here? Three of Cups. This is the celebrating of this release here. And it can actually go either way. Choosing to move forward towards and be open towards reciprocating relationships, regardless of how many times your heart has been broken. And it's also a celebration of releasing old mindsets, ancestral conditionings, and being dedicated to that. So I'm actually going to put this here. Because it's linked to your ancestry, it's linked to the releasing of old mindsets and the dedication to joy. This is also like inner child relationships and the sharing of your cup. It could be something to do with sharing your experience with like-minded people. Okay, and having this be a focus. This King of Wands is communication. And the King of Swords, this is the discernment on what to let go of. This is part of your mastery, self-mastery, and dedication, commitment. Right? The King of Swords is exacting. He's precise. He's action-oriented. Okay, and abundance. This is what release brings. Okay. Abundance. Material, this is slow moving, but also long lasting, right? Think about the acorn that grew this tree and how long it took for that tree to get to a point where it is now in full bloom. Okay, same with generations here, right? All these things take time, but they're long lasting. This will continue to bloom every year. These generations will keep multiplying and growing. So this is long lasting abundance in the material realm. So I want to put this, you know what? I think it's here. And I think this celebration is here. Because it's not only about reciprocating relationships externally, but also internally. If you look here, you've got these two arms, but these two look like they could be coming from the same person, right? Like holding up their cup. And it's like a recognition to this dedication to self-growth, to a worthiness, like a recognition that you are worthy to have reciprocating relationships, that your life is not, or you, is not based on hurts of the past, wounds of the past. And the masculine energy is action. Right? The King of Wands is communicating their needs, not afraid of being vulnerable, not afraid of communicating what's going on, how he's feeling, what his needs are, what his thoughts are. And the King of Swords is the action required to release the old, even like on a base level or on one level. The action of not only going through your closet and finding all the things that you need to get rid of, but also taking it to the thrift store and dropping it off, or you know what I mean? Like take the action to release, taking the action to release, to transform, to discern, and act. I know we saw it. We'll just move past it. I mean, it is everything. Love, 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 love. That love card wants to come out in every reading. And, you know, it starts with your heart. Your heart is the center of your electromagnetic field. And it makes sense that all healing, all releasing, all forward movement begins with your heart. And that could be a reason why there's value in this sharing your experience, sharing your heartache, sharing your journey of healing your heart with others. Right? You're giving, that's your overflowing cup. That's you helping others, leading by example, showing that it can be done. There's a lot of heartbroken people walking around out there and, you know, being their own manifestations of how they deal with that broken heart, whether it's super guarded, facading, right? Like there's many ways that people avoid, deal, or compensate with broken hearts. But energetically, on a spiritual and emotional, on all the realms, it affects. The healing journey really is about healing your heart. Becoming an overflowing cup, filling your chalice with star juice, liquid sunshine. You know, there's no room for any doubts. Right, Mims? Oh, we get fluff blessings. Fluff blessings. Oh, really, Mims? Get your butt up here. This is PG. This is PG here. Okay. Go through one more time in this deck. If there's any more cards that want to come out. Hey. There you go. That's funny. I didn't take the love card, the lover's card. So it gave us the Two of Cups. 2 overflowing cups coming together. Supersizing. Overflowing a waterfall of abundance. Okay? Beautiful. Beauteous. Beauteous. Let's get the wild unknown cards here. Mims, can you clean your butt somewhere else? We're in the middle of a reading here. Mims is sharing the clean your area. I don't know what her guidance and her wisdom is. Do what you got to do wherever you got to do it, whenever you got to do it. There you go. Remove any residuals of things you have released. Clear the energy. Clear the space. Energetic signatures can still linger even after items have been removed, right? Okay, Mims. Unreal. Okay. There you go. Self-love. Take baths regularly. Ooh, the bee. Okay, peacock and the golden egg. And the bee. Yep, go ahead. Okay, golden egg. Message at the center of the heart. The unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned, until we retreat from the noise of modern life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga nidra or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditative practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart. Staying open to any response you hear, engaging with the energy of the golden egg, is an advanced practice. Okay, and there's that mastery in this space. And discernment on what to let go. That's where you figure it out, right? It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. Beautiful confirmation here about heart and vulnerability. Okay, and then we've got the peacock. Inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. Beautiful. When in balance, confident, kind. When out of balance, can't digest situations. And to bring into balance, meditation on the navel. Okay, and then the bee. Earnest, hardworking, and democratic. The bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they are bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work. And then they gripe and then sting. When in balance, content, active, and vibrant. When out of balance, overworked and annoyed. To bring into balance, a mini vacation. Okay, well, yeah, there's value to stepping out of, your usual. That could be a place of solitude that you create for yourself. You're not in your usual space of energy, of things, distractions, of, things that you are, your usual routines, all the things. That's a good shake up. Let's see if any of these kitty cards. Too many. just like one or two. Okay, fine. Expression. Meet Chanti. She once kept her ideas and feelings locked away in her heart, where no one could see or hear them. It felt safe and secure, but alas, she felt so alone. No one truly knew her. She was longing to come out and play. Gathering her courage, she flung open the window in her mind and unlatched the doorway in her soul. She started to speak her mind and give voice to her heart. She could never again fit into that small, closed space of hiding. Soon her words grew into unabashed singing. What song are you keeping captive? What song at long last can you unleash into the world? La. And yeah, that fell right on the heart. And threshold. Meet Sage. She is the queen of the threshold. In or out, out or in, she lingers right at the borderline land between worlds. Glancing back, she takes stock of everything she's cherished, everything that has challenged and interested her, and everything that has weighted her down and limited her. She peeks her nose through the door and smells the fresh air of possibility with a swirl of exhilaration and a hint of fear. Perhaps she even tiptoes through a few times, only to return to her old world for a while. Find peace at the threshold, but don't surrender to the turn back now gargoyles that guard the gateway. When you are ready, you will stride boldly into your new world. Okay, emerging as an overflowing cup. Okay, supersizing. Because when you are love, you bring in love. Okay. Let's see, maybe a couple of these guys. I don't know what was going on with the internet yesterday, but when I tried to, like, it literally took all day to upload yesterday's reading. So I don't know what that's all about. The universe, divine timing, some things just take as long as they take, and just be patient, right? It's like relinquishing control. There's nothing I can do about it, but just wait until it finally uploaded, right? So give gratitude for how far you've come and the things that you have going for you in your life right now. Communicate your thoughts and feelings with honesty. Show kindness. And above all, love, 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 love. This kindness and release here, honest kindness, goes a long way. Just because this King of Swords is the one who cuts away the old and releases the karmic cords, and you can still do it with love, right? But be honest with yourself. Recognize what's time to cut away, what's no longer serving, what needs to be released. Going back to the closet analogy, you know, that outfit that's been sitting in the back of your closet for the last 10 plus years, that you're like, one day I'll have a reason or a season, or it'll fit me, or whatever the reason is that you're keeping it in there, but you haven't worn it for 10 plus years. It might be time to just let that go. It's just holding space, right? The minute you let that go, you might go somewhere and find an alternative that you actually wear and fits and works and whatever, right? Okay. What was that, 40? 40 is nature. Signs, animals, and earth. Down through the ages, animals have been deeply connected to the human journey. They appear in ancient caves, drawings, ceremonies, and the myths of ancient cultures. Animal totems are an established method of receiving spiritual guidance. They can connect us to the rhythms of the earth and profoundly expand our conscious awareness. Selecting this card is a sign that your spirit guides are wishing to connect through animals. Animals may enter your awareness through meditation, dreams, or everyday life, and can even draw your attention from within books and pictures. You may wish to visualize yourself walking through a forest with the intent of connecting with your spirit messengers. When an animal enters your awareness, open your thoughts and feelings to that animal. Be patient in developing this connection that will grow with use. You may wish to obtain further insight regarding animal totems by studying specific books on the topic and learning more about an earth-based spiritual tradition. This card may also be a sign to spend more time with a beloved pet. The animals close to you are wonderful examples of unconditional love, and spending time with your pet shifts your attention into the present moment. Lovely. Why, thank you, animals. Okay, I'm just going to allow these cards to fall out. As they may. Oh, what's that? Okay. So hope. Hope in the future, hope in yourself. This comes with gratitude and love. Death confirmation, right? Releasing the old so the new can be born. The Chariot. This is fast moving, balanced energy. Judgment. This is the rebirth. Second chances. Deemed worthy by the angels. Right? You, the phoenix, rising. The Hermit. This guiding light and connection to the spirit realm. Okay, the purple cloak is the connection with the third eye. I feel like Hermit is in this inner connecting, quiet space. At the threshold here. And then the sun, liquid sunshine in your cup. Okay, empowering, birthing the new. It's time to emerge, renewed, overflowing, released from any excess weight, right? Shed the old skins, walk away, fly away from the cocoons. Do what you gotta do. Okay, there you go. There is the reading for today. Hopefully it gets to you well and good and lovingly so, and that you are going about your day with, love and hope. What's this one? The Empress, shining, holding your frequency, holding the frequency of love. Okay? For all to see. All right, have a great rest of your day. And thanks for being here. Subscribe if you like to come in along on this ride. And thank you if you are returning and have already subscribed. And yeah, take care and see you next time. Okay, bye. Love ya.